I just sang Imagine from John Lennon. It's being uploaded. It's still in private because I have to put in the link to the Smule where I sang it. Because someone says just put the Smule in on your channel, you won't get in trouble. I got copyrighted, but they said I don't have to remove the song off my channel. I didn't have to do anything, but I couldn't get monetized either on my what? Oh, when your pets clipping nails. Yeah, someone actually accidentally clipped a little too close to the wick and made her bleed. And it's a kitty cat, and the daddy of the cat. Yeah, you just have flour or baby powder on hand when you're cutting it, and then that will stop the bleeding. So, if you're not too sure, just clip the very ends. That's what I did with the little monster over here. And surprisingly, I didn't have no problem with her. No, not little monster. Oh, I know how I can put it on there now. Okay, hold on. Imagine, colon, John Lennon. And now, turn monetization on and save. And that's it for now. And we just wait. Erica wanted me on. Erica. Oh, hey, Johannes. You may say I'm a dreamer, but you're not the only one. Someday you'll join us and we'll be as something. I remember the last time I was on this, I started a number and then I ended. So I don't want to go to bed no later than 9. So tomorrow's pizza night. And hopefully he remembers meatballs. It was last week because I'm busy. And when he came home, I'm sorry I was bothering you. I just wanted to tell you what I wanted on it. I wanted meatballs. And he goes, oh. Let me go tell her I'm live. She wanted me live. Get your ass over here. I guess I should have walked the dog. I already done it to him. Oklahoma. It's around the bend. Let's see what I have to do. Are these sixes? No, that's ands. No, ifs, ands, or but. Is there any more ands? Now I'm just gonna do whatever's right there, and then I'll do it all over. 5. 5, 4, 3, 2. I was a kid, so I didn't know any better. I made a sound like 2 cars crashing, and my mom stopped short on the street. Stop that! And she pulled over. I'm like, and she looked at me. I went, get in the back seat. I'm like, I'm not getting out in the middle of the street. She thought she pulled over. I was gonna sing a song and till I realized it was after 7. Oh yeah, oh my gosh. I want to be on here at 7. What's wrong, Johannes? What are they doing to you? Are they making you do chores again? There's this one little girl, not little girl. She was like 10. She knew better. She called DCF saying that the mother's being mean, making her. She's treating her like Cinderella. She has tattered, ripped clothes. She went out of the way to hide all her good clothes underneath her bed. And they were taking pictures. They found all the good clothes. They dumped it on the floor and took pictures. And went to the little girl and says, because my mom was friends with her, she called us 2 over as our witnesses. She had the best clothes. Said, oh yeah, you should get arrested because you made a false accusations against your mother. No, I have no clothes. And the woman grabbed her by the shirt and dragged her to the room. Then what's all that? She said that she had no clothes. She had only ripped, tattered clothes. She goes, well, that's because I tell her, keep the good clothes for going out and going to school, and she can wear her old clothes at home. She goes, I do the same thing. I went, me too. Like when I leave the house or not just sitting outside, I'll go and change. Sometimes when I'm sitting outside, I'll change. But if I'm sitting at home all day, I'm not going to put on my good clothes. And she also said, you're treating her like Cinderella. And the mother went, please, she won't do nothing anyway. So I don't bother asking her. So today I asked her, fold your clothes. She couldn't handle her. She was like out of control. And she says, She was yelling at me earlier, and I called her father, so she looked at the door to pack your bags. You're gonna go with father's for a while. She goes, okay. Like, she's very quiet. I says, sweetheart, don't mumble nothing mean about her or anything. Alright, you did this to yourself. You treat her like garbage. She's living in Riverbend not because she wants to, because she has to. Because they lost their house and Ron gave them an apartment. Paid 6 months of rent for them. So they can get caught up. The other people there paid 6 months as well. So it's like, a whole year free. But she wasn't told that, you know. And he just left it in that other woman's name. So she went to live with the father. The mother went to live with her sister, like the sister wanted her to. And the apartment went to someone else. I wish it stayed with the other woman. The woman that moved in after her. Man, pain in the ass. I wish on Crazy Pieces that they can do a Q&A with that new girl. Now, I want to remind everybody that's watching this right now. Now, at night, sometimes it's a half hour I'll be on. Sometimes it's an hour. Could be 3 hours like one time, just before I had the dog. So, don't get mad if I say, at 8 o'clock I'm going to go. I remember one time I said that, and someone came in, well, I might as well just leave now then. It is 8. I went, no, it's not. It's 6:30. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, one time ice cream was on sale, and people at work wanted to know why I was getting so much. I says, the 2 for $5. Why not? And plus, summer is coming soon. So me and my mom filled up half the freezer with ice cream. I looked at her and I went, don't just eat it all. Yes, ma'am. You look at them first. Because another time I bought a whole bunch and she just started eating them right away. I went, this is for the summer. Summer's coming in a couple months. Then it started getting hot out. And I said, you know what? It's hot enough. Go get 2 ice creams and 2 spoons. And this kid says, oh, there's us here too. I says, well, go to your mom and ask her. And Kane's back, yes, she said we can ask them. I went, no. Ask your mom for ice cream. You don't ask other people for ice cream. People will think you're a beggar. I don't have money to be coughing out to everybody. They're on sale at Stop and Shop. Oh. Right. And as soon as they left, this woman says, there was upstairs from us, they're always begging for people for food. I went, well, something's going on. Or there's something that the parents are not doing. Then the mother comes back and says, who has ice cream? They would like some, please. I went, do you feed your kids? No, they go to school. They have lunch there. I'm like, what? And then I didn't have to do nothing. The woman, her husband from upstairs, heard it and called the authorities and said, I heard it. She's out here. And she says she don't feed the kids because they eat at school and that's all they need. And they don't eat at school unless there's extra food lying around and they scoff it all down. And they told the cop that. It says we hardly she lets us eat breakfast sometimes, and they said please put us in another home. We're dying for like 3 balanced meals. She's sleeping from her drug use, and we're attacking all the food in the fridge. Whether it's good or bad, we still eat it. And somehow she doesn't hear it, and we go to the bedroom, and we're full for a couple days. Believe it or not. Of course, if you're eating food that's not good. Now, if you're doing that because that's all you have, you don't have much, that's a different story. Then you need to call someone for help. Someone that went to school, she didn't have the greatest outfits, and she was a little bigger than me. We had a few outfits that was too big for me, and I mentioned to my teacher, and it was Mrs. Stokes. Mrs. Stokes, do you think I could call my mom? Maybe she can bring those outfits here. Oh yeah, go. So I went to the office, and my mom was right there bringing another thing of pills. And went, listen to me, Mom. You just listen to me and go get those 3 outfits. That's too big for me. And those pair of shoes, that's too big for me. Yeah, go get them. There's a little girl here that's in rags, and she don't have that many clothes. Okay. And then finished doing my medication to the nurse. I took my medication, went to my thing, And I told her that she was just here. Now she's gonna go back, get those outfits, and come back. And then my mom got the new socks and undies too. So I needed those undies, but that's okay. She gave those to her too. Says, "Here you go, sweetheart. Now you go, ladies' room, in the girls' room." But no, the nurse was there. Says, "You can come in the nurse's office. I'll help you." So they gave her a good washing up and stuff. And got new clothes on, and the mother came to pick her up after school and just simply cried. I says, "I needed clothes for school for her, and I just didn't have the money this year." I said to her, I says, "Now when you get home, since you only had those on a little bit, you take them off and you hang them up, and you put your rags back on, and you can wear those around the house." They says a social worker's coming over to see if we qualify for assistance. I'm gonna hide those new clothes I gave you. The mother says, "Oh yeah, yeah." Well, no. It says no. You just say someone donated 3 outfits. Now, I think my mom said she was gonna go back and get a couple more outfits to make a full week of clothes. I think she went back, got 2 more, then the following week got 5 more, so she had 2 full weeks of clothes. So the mother didn't have to buy nothing, and she can like get caught up on food, pack up the dry food in the cupboards, and pack up the refrigerator, and they did qualify for assistance. Since she had kids, she got a pretty penny. I'm like, whew, thank God. And her house was already paid up. That's why she was short on food. She figures she messed up. She paid all her money on the house instead of just doing a little bit a month, and she had no money. She says she'll never get caught up on bills ever again. And I says, well, not too much at once. Then her aunt found out they're having such a hard time. They rented that house, and they moved in with her aunt. She was still in the same area. But then I went to another school, and the little girl, I heard she cried because she was sick one day, came, and I was gone. I went to the house. We figured out where she lived, and I surprised her. This that teacher's not nice. She was, I know. I don't even want to go to that school no more. So, thank God the aunt lived on borderline. She can go to Arlington School or another elementary school. She chose the other one. I went, good. Go for the other one. I went, oh, I think it's Horton, right? And she goes, yeah, that's it. I heard that's a nice school. Because I was in Riverbend. I could, was I in Riverbend? No, that was before Riverbend. Yeah, that was before Riverbend. I moved to Riverbend after the summer. It was right around my birthday. Because my mama brought some me a gift. Had a purple jumper in it. I love that jumper until it got too tight for me. I'm like, I told my mate, I said, thank you for that jumper you got me, remember? Yeah, it's too small. I donated it to another little girl. She goes, oh, it's going to go all around the whole world. I went, maybe. When it got too small for her, she gave it to another little girl. It went all over. And like 4 years later, says, I think this is tired out. I'm like, oh my gosh. She wants to keep it. She thinks it will fit her teddy. Her teddy's as big as her. We'll put it on her teddy. So she went home and tried it. Says, and she brought the teddy out. It fits. I'm going to see now he can be all stylish now. I couldn't believe she had a teddy that big. She says, I'll probably buy clothes that'll fit the teddy. I went, well, there you go. I said, that would be fun. What is this? Huh. I remember watching um Juliana Carver way back when they were still dyeing the eggs and everything, and they ran out of eggs, so Rebecca didn't have any, and they came, so what are we doing? I said, so we're doing eggs. We ran out, and then Juliana says, "You can have half of my eggs. I'm not gonna eat them all anyway." And then she mumbled something I didn't hear. Hey, and Juliana said, I guess she says, I don't want you stupid eggs. I think that's what she said. I don't. You know, teenagers, they get grumpy sometimes. Well, I'm definitely going to leave if no one's going to be here. I remember one Easter, my mom hid eggs for my Nana was telling me and my brother where they were. 6 for him, 6 for us to make it even. My mom didn't have that much money. That was more than enough. She could have done 2 for me, 2 for him, and then we would have been happy. But that was fun. The concept of it was fun. I have to have time to have my ice cream and to have it digest. See, I knew I had two together. That was so funny when the puppy was younger. It was 7:30, and she looks at me like barely standing up. And I was just cleaning up out here. I think I went live a little bit in between, or I didn't go live right at 3. I went later because she was sleeping. And so I told him this is like a 8 o'clock one, so I'm not going to be on later. Everybody says, but why? I says, because I'm tired. I run after a puppy all day. I'm tired. And she just looked at me and says, Mom, please. So I took her out. She went potty. She was pretty good that night. And that night was the first time she slept all through the night. Now she doesn't bark in the middle of the night. She only whines, and sometimes I don't hear her. But she never messes in there. I have a pimple on my face. It's weird. I'm tired right now. I fall asleep. I'll do one more number. Let's do number 4. Okie dokie. Come, Amelia. Come and go. Come and go. Boop. You know, what? My eyes are drooping more and more. I might just skip ice cream and just walk her and go to bed. So I will see you later. My video just went live. I'm sorry it's so short. Love.